Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lamaj, and each episode I take you somewhere new, which could be anywhere in the world, and we practice yoga together. So today we are in a very sunny Odessa, Texas, and I'm gonna flip this thing around and show you where we are exactly. So today we are visiting the Stonehenge Replica, which is located on the campus of the University of Texas Permian Basin. The original Stonehenge is located in Wiltshire, England. It's actually a prehistoric monument that is a British cultural icon. So it's essentially a circular ring of 20 standing stones with an internal ditch. I'm going to just go ahead and circle around it while I tell you about it. It's believed to have been used as a burial site from the earliest of its existence, which is dated somewhere between 3000 and 2000 BC. So once again, this is the replica here in Odessa, Texas. The original one is in Wiltshire, England. So just a little compare and contrast of the original and this beautiful replica is that this one stands at 19 feet high and the original stands at 22 feet high. So not too big of a difference there. The replica took about 6 weeks to make, and the original, get ready for this, took between 1500 and 2000 years. I have no idea why it took that long. I actually need to read a little bit more about why it took between 1500 and 2000 years to make the original one. And one more comparison, these stones weigh about 20,000 pounds each, and the original stones in England weigh about 25 tons each. So both are heavy, but there's a big difference between the two, of course. So I hesitated bringing you guys here because I figured, when I go to England, I could just take you to the original Stonehenge, but I figured there's so many beautiful things to see in England. There's no shortage of places for us to practice yoga, but I just figured I should sprinkle a little love in Odessa, Texas. Why not? Before I became a flight attendant, I had never even heard of Odessa, Texas. So I just wanted to bring you guys here, bring you to a new city, bring you to a cool replica of something that's pretty historic, located over in England originally. So the reason why the university built this was, one, as an exhibit to draw more tourist interest here, which it worked. We came here, right? And second, just to enhance the cultural environment of the city. So I think that they did a great job with that. You guys know that I love random artwork in random places, so I really appreciate them creating this replica of a very iconic art piece that has been around for a very long time. So I'm going to find a nice spot within the monument, and I will meet you guys on the mat. All right, everybody, let's get started in our practice for today. You can place your feet shoulder width apart and go ahead and place your palms forward. We're just going to go ahead and settle our minds down, bring our attention to our breath. Let's take a deep inhale together and exhale. Another deep inhale and exhale. We're going to bring our hands in with our breathing. So your next inhale, go ahead and make a nice little fist, not an angry fist, but a fist. And exhale, your hands open. And we're just going to keep doing that as we tune out all outside forces and center ourselves for today's practice. feeling really good today. I had a good night's rest. It's a perfect time to get my stretch on with you guys. My intention for today is to have clarity in all things. I meditate almost every day, and there's certain things that I meditate on daily, and then I have sprinkles of things that I add in here and there. But one thing that always remains is me asking to have clarity in all things. I believe that when we are transforming or healing or doing any kind of evolving in our life, the first step is to simply have clarity and understanding of what it is that has affected us, what's made us feel emotional, what's angered us, what's left us confused, left us with feelings of embarrassment, whatever it is, just to have clarity on it, understand it, and have the strength to be resilient with whatever it is that you find clarity on. There's been moments where I found clarity on things that in turn left me feeling pretty sad, even borderline depressed, but it was temporary. And once I understood what it was that was affecting me in such a bad way, I was able to target my meditation a little bit more specifically on what I needed. So let's all focus our minds on today's practice and seeking clarity in all things in life. So let's go for some shoulder rolls. Let's roll back. And let's go forward. And one more time back. And once more forward. And let's roll our necks in one direction, any direction you want. Let's go for a few rounds. And in the other direction. And back in the other direction. And once more in the opposite direction. So let's move our necks in the yes motion. Bringing your chin all the way down to your chest and extending your head all the way back. And let's switch into one of my favorite things to say, no. If you're not good at saying no, I don't know what to tell you. You should build a better relationship with saying no. Don't overextend yourself too much. And yes. And no. My favorite. Alright, I'm going to come to the back of my mat. You guys can stay where you are if you like, or you can come where I am. I'm just going to extend my hands all the way up to the sky. Let's take a deep inhale together. Peaceful exhale. Go ahead and grab your right wrist and extend to the left. And grab that left wrist and extend to the right. And once more with our right wrist. And once more with our left wrist. Go ahead and swan dive your hands down to your mat, to your forward fold. Take a deep inhale halfway up. And exhale all the way back down. Go ahead and walk your hands forward into your downward dog. If you need to bend your knees, feel free. Or try to place your heels all the way down on your mat. And roll forward into your plank. Make sure that your hands are parallel with your shoulders. Slowly bring yourself down to your mat. Flip those feet into our upward dog. And flip those feet back to our downward dog. Their hips all the way up to the sky. Extend those shoulders and arms out as far as you can to get a nice stretch. And go ahead and roll yourself back to your plank. Let yourself down slowly to your mat. Flip those feet and back to our upward dog. Flip once more into your downward dog. And we're just going to extend our right foot forward in between our two hands. And extend that right hand all the way up to the sky. And place it back on the mat. And let's lift our left hand all the way up to the sky. And back down. Back to your downward dog. Let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale. And kick your left foot forward. This time we're going to bring our left hand up first, all the way up to the sky. Place it back down to your mat. Right hand all the way up to the sky. And back down to your mat. Once more into our downward dog. And our plank. All the way down to your mat. Into your upward dog. Flip those feet once more into our downward dog. And walk your hands all the way back to your feet, into our forward fold. Let's just hold here for a few deep breaths. And take a deep inhale halfway up. And exhale all the way back down. Deep inhale all the way up to a tall mountain. And just go for a slight back bend. And all the way back down to your forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale back down. Walk your hands back forward into our downward dog. Once again, if you need to bend your knees a bit, feel free. Try to extend those arms out as far as you can. And stretch those hamstrings as well. So go ahead and kick your right foot up to the sky. Bend that knee. And we're just going to drop our foot to the left side of our body. And let's just hold here for a few moments. One more deep inhale together. Exhale. Go ahead and kick that right foot between your hands. Drop that back foot down into our warrior one. And open wide into your warrior two. Go ahead and take a deep inhale into our peaceful warrior. And let's go ahead and frame our foot back down on the mat and extend back into our downward dog. And go ahead and kick that left foot all the way up to the sky. Bend that knee. We're just going to drop our left foot onto the right side of our body. One deep inhale together and exhale. So go ahead and kick that left foot forward. Drop that right foot back into our warrior one. And open up into our warrior two. Go ahead into your peaceful warrior. And let's go ahead and frame our foot back down on our mat and back to our downward dog. Now go ahead and walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Take a deep inhale and bring your hands all the way up to the sky. And exhale down into your forward fold. Deep inhale halfway forward. And exhale all the way back down. So one more deep inhale all the way up to the sky. Let's go ahead and take a seat in our chair pose. Let's try to hold here for a few moments. Try to dig deep into that chair as far as you can. I want you to go ahead and extend your left hand down and grab that left ankle. And we're just gonna lift up, tilt our hand forward, lift that back leg up into our dancer's pose. Take a deep inhale together and exhale that foot back down into our chair pose. Go ahead and extend all the way back up. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up and exhale back down. Let's go all the way up to the sky and down in our chair pose. Once again, see if you can dig a little bit deeper. Go ahead and extend that right hand down to your right ankle. And we're just going to lift up and extend our hand out and lift that right leg up into a strong dancer's pose. One more deep inhale together. And let's exhale back down into our chair. All the way back up to the sky. Down into our forward fold. And let's just hang out here in our forward fold for a few moments. Go ahead and grab your elbows. Allow your body to fall. Take deep inhales together. And those peaceful exhales. Letting go of anything that we might be holding on to. Letting go of any blockages that we have, any mental blockages, so that we can dig deep enough to find clarity. And just letting go of anything that is not serving our greater purpose, not allowing us to be the best that we can be. just let all of that go. So let's take one more deep inhale all the way up to the sky. And as we exhale, we're just going to swing our hands back. And deep inhale up. And exhale. Just go at your own pace for a few rounds. If you would like to lift up your heels on your way up, feel free. Inhale up and exhale. Let's go for 2 more rounds. One more deep inhale and let all that go. So let's go ahead and shake all that out. I'm going to meet you down on our mats. So we're gonna go and let's bring our left foot right under our right thigh. And let's extend our right foot across our left thigh. And just place your your left arm against that knee. And place this hand back. And let's just go for a nice stretch right here. If you would like a little bit more, you can grab to your big toe and extend out, and extend your hand out as well. One more deep inhale together, and exhale. Let's go ahead and switch our feet out. And let's go on the other side. And if you would like a little bit more, go ahead and grab that big toe and extend that back arm all the way out. Let's take one more deep inhale together and exhale. Go ahead and release the pose. We're going to lay on our backs. So you can rest your hands on the side of your body. You can rest them on your stomach. Go ahead and kick both feet up. And we're just going to do circles with our legs. So just open your legs wide open as we come all the way back down in a circular motion and back up. And let's go for 4 more times. You can go at your own pace. When you have done your 5, just go in the opposite direction. So we're going to drop our feet down and circle up. And just keep going for a total of 5. It's a nice core stretch. You should be shaking and wobbling too, just like me. And go ahead and rest those feet all the way down to your mat. And let's go ahead and rest in our Savasana. Let's enjoy these last few moments together of peace and quiet before we have to step back into life. Just make sure you're focusing on those deep inhales, those peaceful exhales. Recentering back on our intention today of having clarity in all things and the resiliency to get through whatever it is that we find clarity on. A few more deep inhales together and peaceful exhales. Go ahead and wiggle those toes, wiggle those fingers. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest. One last opportunity to love up on yourself in today's practice. You can rock from side to side, get a little back massage in there if you want. And let's go ahead and make our way into our easy pose. Let yourself down, and let's go ahead and cross our feet. Let's do one last neck roll together. That's what my body's craving for at the moment, so I'm gonna drag you guys into it too. And in the opposite direction, just to balance that out. So as always, I appreciate you guys so much for joining me today here in Odessa, Texas at the Stonehenge Replica. I appreciate you guys always for joining me, taking time for yourself and choosing to take that time with me. Don't forget to spread as much positivity and joy and kindness as you can out into the world, and watch that same energy come back to you. One more deep inhale together. And exhale as we bring our hands heart center. I will see you guys next time. Namaste. Bye.